Hey everybody, what's up? I'm back at you with another video review. I went out, as you know from my previous video, I showed this item and I thought I'd go ahead and review it. I wanted to watch it first before, I actually reviewed it. But, it's actually a pretty good movie. Anyone who was around the 60s, or, heard about this event, or loved this event, or anyone in this concert should have it. It is the 1969 Woodstock, 3 Days of Peace and Music, the 2-disc 40th Anniversary Edition Director's Cut. Now, I just want to go out loud and say, at the time of the recording of this video, I am the only one who filmed a review of this movie. Whether it's the original one that came out in the 70s, or the other ones, but I'll get into that. Anyway, this is a documentary about the 1969 Woodstock Festival that was held in 1969. Because that was the hippie years of peace. So, this is kind of a documentary, and they held a big event in Bethel, New York, and a lot of people came to it. Like, I think it was over like 50,000, maybe 15,000, I'm not sure. But it was very massive. I mean, and, there's exquisite content that's actually shown here, and I'll get to that. But, it had a lot of famous performers. There's a list of them written down here, which I'll go ahead and read for you. You have Joanne Baez, Canned Heat, Joe Cocker and the Grease Band, Country Joe McDonald, Country Joe and the Fish, Crosby, Stills and Nash, Arlo Guthrie, Richie Havens, Jimi Hendrix, Jefferson Airplane, Janis Joplin, Santana, John Sebastian, Sha Na Na, Sly and the Family Stone, 10 Years After, and The Who. But anyway, this is the 2-disc director's cut, released last year, as you can see, with the 40th anniversary. But it is really nice looking. I love the case art. You got a little picture down here of a dove on a guitar, which I have seen in t-shirt forms, and I'm tempted, but I'm probably not going to buy it. You got right here Woodstock, 3 Days of Peace and Music, the director's cut. It's actually really nice. On the side here, it says Woodstock. And on the back, it's got some photos and some stills from the concert, like the stage. It's got a few things written on here. It says, 1969 was a year like no other. Man for Sale on the Moon, the New York Mets won the World Series against all odds, and for 3 days in the rural town of Bethel, New York, 500,000 people experienced the single most defining moment of their generation. A concert unprecedented in the scope and influence, a coming together of people from all walks of life with a single common goal, peace and music. They called it Woodstock. 1 year later, a landmark Oscar-winning documentary captured the essence of the music, the electricity of the performances, and the experiences of those who lived it. Newly remastered, the director's cut features legendary performances by 17 best-selling artists. And these guys mostly became popular in the 60s, and here you got a nice picture of Jimi Hendrix. He was kind of the main reason people came to Woodstock, because he finished it off. You know, they always save the best for last, and he kind of made it go out with a bang. It's got the list of the performers down here in the credits. It's got it's R-rated for 3 things, and 3 things only. It's got language, because, they interview a few people, and, some of them might tend to curse a little bit, but I'm not going to demonstrate, because I haven't seen enough of it. Drug content, because, a lot of people, when they go to big concerts like this, they like to bring alcoholic beverages or do drugs like crack or pot and stuff like that. And then you got the smack daddy of them all, which I find kind of awkward, is nudity, people being naked. The main reason because of that, they didn't want to leave, so what they did was they brought their bath products, and since it was near a lake, they actually bathed in that lake, and, they kind of skinny dipped a little bit. But, it's not much to worry about. Let's get into the inside now. It is 2-disc for one reason. It runs for 224 minutes. And the reason it's called the 2-disc edition is because it's so long, they had to actually put it on 2 separate discs, 1/2 on each disc. So here you got the first disc, which says Woodstock, 3 Days of Peace and Music, the director's cut. It's got a picture here of the dove that you see on the front. The original photo was supposed to be a flute, but they thought that would be kind of wrong. And on the second disc, it's got a red flower and a heart. And by the way, these are made by Warner Brothers, for those of you who don't know. And inside, we do get a little flyer about Bethel Woods, and a couple of other things about Woodstock, stuff that was released, like Peace, Love, and Woodstock, some Fender guitars that were for sale so you can make history. The book that was released in July last year, The Road to Woodstock, and you know the story. It's kind of like a little story kind of thing, and they also advertised a little museum in Bethel, New York, so you could learn about this amazing event. Overall, I recommend this to people who went to Woodstock in the 60s if you're still living today, which might be kind of rare, or if one of your favorite performers is in this movie. I got this because my friend, one of my kids in my class from school brought it in. We did skip over the dirty parts with the nudity, but I saw Jimi Hendrix. I really liked his performance of the Star Spangled Banner, and I'll probably put a link down there to a video from the normal cut of him performing the Star Spangled Banner, but if you can find this movie, go for it, pick it up. FYE, you might want to look in the music in the documentary section. Target has a few copies of it if you look hard enough. I think in the I'm not sure what section it is, but I think it's near the action movies and the dramas, next to comedy films. And your best bet to find it is at Best Buy. You definitely want to buy this at Best Buy. They carry it for about 20 bucks. You can find it in the music section in documentaries. So I guess it's about it. Or probably in the 60s. So I guess it's about it. Later, guys. I'm out of here. Go shopping at Big Bad Toy Store. They rock.